Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Yes, g'day, I'm CJ and welcome to Australian Egg and Bacon Adventures. This time we're in Japan, in the Hakuba Valley, and I'm coming to you live from the Powcow Lodge up near Sagayake. Today is looking like the snow's starting to fall for us for a great day on the slopes, so I'm going to make a quick breakfast of, you guessed it, eggs and bacon. Let's start by getting some bacon in the pan. You may have seen this in earlier episodes. This is the standard rasher bacon that I'm able to pick up here at the local supermarket. So I'm going to get that frying. What I'm going to do today is a bit of a fried egg and bacon and toast with a twist. And it's a great one for the kids if you want to get them off to school or sport early in the morning and you want something a bit different. We're going to try this one. So the first thing we do is I'm going to get the bacon cooking and to get the salty fat flavours in the oil in the pan. Then the next thing we're going to do, so there's the bacon, you can see cooking there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of bread and some butter, and I'm going to butter both sides of the bread. So let's do that. Just a light smear of butter, and you'll notice that this butter is, this bread is not toasted, not yet anyway. So we're going to do today, we're going to pan fry the bread and try and get those flavours from the bacon into the toasty. So remembering to butter all the way out to the corners so that you can get a nice golden crunch. Oh, you can tell it's cold here. The butter's going hard and sticking the bread to the chopping board. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, in this case, this glass. I'm going to use this edge as a cutting tool. You might have a cup or a little tin or something, anything that's round or even any shape that you might like, cookie cutter. And I'm going to place it in the centre of the bread and push down and give it a twist. Get the bread out of there. See that coming out of there. And so now what I have is a dirty glass. I have the bread and the centre. What I'm going to do, once the bacon's finished cooking, so let's get onto that now. It's coming along very quickly. You'll notice the bacon here is like bacon at home. It has a tendency to shrink a little bit. I don't know whether bacon's pumped with some water or other product to help make it look fatter and juicier, but it does seem to shrink under the heat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our bread, I'm going to place that in the pan and keep the heat up. Keep cooking there. It's been a bit of a sunny start to the week here in Hakuba. The snow has not been falling, it's been sunny, it's been a little bit spring-like. So this week I've been doing tours of local onsens of this valley and other valleys, and it's been real therapeutic in a way in those hot mineral baths of the thermal water that comes from the geothermal spaces under the mountains and into these bath spaces. And it's very cultural to the Japanese. That's the life water. Water is very important to the Japanese in this region and others, and so it's been a real privilege to be able to be shown around some of the great places here in Hakuba and outlying areas where we've been pretty much just sitting in baths like snow monkeys and then going and eating. It's been great, but we're getting ready for this snowfall here, so there should be some great action later on. So let's just keep an eye on our, here it goes. So the heat's up. So this bread has gone very quickly, and you can see how that's become quite golden. I'm going to take this out for the moment. I'm going to put it there. In fact, I'm going to drain it, and I'm going to bring the heat right back, because that has cooked very quickly, and we've still got one other ingredient, and that is the egg. So what I'm going to do there is break that into the centre of the toast. And kids generally love this one because it's a different feature to the normal eggs and bacon that they might get in the morning. So that's the way. So this can cook. I'm going to put a lid on it to get the top of the egg cooking a bit quicker, because on this cooker and with this gas through these pans, it's cooking very quickly at the moment. So let's let that get underway. Let's drain the bacon of any excess fat. There's plenty of fat in the bacon. We don't need to carry a lot over. Don't forget we put butter on the toast. Today's drink is instant coffee. I gotta say, it's not generally my favourite. But I've noticed in my little tour of Japan, it's been very hard to get good coffee from the supermarket to bring home. You can pick up a great coffee in town. There's some coffee roasters here in Hakuba, as well as plenty of great coffee shops that produce your favourite latte, cappuccino or espresso shot. But so far I haven't found anything that I would generally have if I was back home. So that's the way of cooking. Let's get the plate. Because it's quite cold here, I've been keeping the plate in the oven, and that way it has a little bit of warmth to it, so when I put the hot food on it, it doesn't just get sapped away to heat up the plate. In fact, this should hopefully keep the food warmer longer. I think it goes. Call it physics, apparently. And for a bit of colour today, because we're meant to be a cooking type of channel, let's do a garnish. So I've got some tomato here, and let's make a wee garnish out of that. I'm just going to slice a small sliver. Just two. And you can see that the green and the red are different colours to the brown toast, the yellow egg, and the reddy pinky bacon. So with that in mind, we're going to colour the plate. That's, for some, a blank canvas, and the food is not just about the flavours that you can paint into there, but also the colour, because the eyes eat first. So let's have a look at our egg. Look at that, that's perfect. So let's see if we can get that. It's a bit runny, but we'll work it out. So, I haven't got the spatula. These will have to do. So what I'm going to do is try and work out how to serve this up for the camera. So there you go. There's your toast, and that can go just on top. Turn our heat off. There's our bacon. And a bit of garnish. So there you have it. In amongst all that mess, we have egg, bacon on fried bread toast with your tomato garnish. You could use parsley or anything there for a little bit extra green, and I can guarantee you this will taste so good. And just remember, everything's better with egg and bacon, including dodgy coffee.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I'm so glad you could stop on by.